ladies and gentlemen. My name is Olivia, and I'm the proud owner of OJ Coaching and Consulting. Today, I'm going to bring to you a 10-day leadership challenge. But before we get into our challenge, I'll tell you a little bit about me. I was born and raised in South America, in a country called Guyana. And most of my life, I've actually resided in the UK. My profession was law, which I enjoyed immensely. Nevertheless, it got to me after a number of years that I was not being my true, authentic self. I craved for more. It was serving in a way, and in a way I still craved for more because I enjoy supporting, assisting people, seeing people grow, seeing them develop. That's always been my passion. And being a lawyer was not fulfilling. And so I quit after a number of years, and I started my personal journey in business. I've been an entrepreneur now for in excess of 20 years. I've built businesses, I've failed, I've succeeded, and now I'm at a point in life that I look at my skills that I've developed over the years, the mentors that I've had that have assisted me in my growth, in my journey, has brought me to the point where I am today. And I am so happy that I can share some of my skills, my knowledge, my experiences with you. It's a fabulous pleasure to be able to do this because I know you will have some great takeaways today. We're going to now go on to our leadership challenge. And we're going to start by clarifying your personal mission on day one. Welcome. You will see me from time to time glancing down, and that's simply because I've got... Hi, Paul. Welcome. We've actually got my slides, which from time to time you'll see me glancing down at them. That's because my slides are in front of me. Now, we're going to clarify for you today the skills and the mindset around great leaders. And we're going to be clarifying your personal mission as a leader. Position alone doesn't make you a leader. Not because you're the head of a department or you're managing a business makes you a leader. What makes a great leader is having that skill and ability to influence other people. That is what makes a leader. The dictionary defines a leader as someone who leads. You could be leading and running a company. You could be leading and running a business. You could be an entrepreneur. But being an entrepreneur or a business person or even a head of a school or a coach for a team does not make you a leader without having the relevant skills to make you a great leader. We all have leadership within us. And as much as we all have leadership skills within us, leadership consists of different skills, not just one skill to say, I'm a leader. No. And for me, even though the dictionary describes a leader as someone who leads, I believe a leader is someone who influences others. Now, an influencer is someone who is able to understand and get a great understanding of person's emotional state, the way they think, the way they feel, and the actions that they take. And when you're able to influence these emotional states of another, then you are a leader. Now, reflecting on this, take a moment and reflect and just think about the skills that you have, how you use them, and how you think that you're able to influence others. It's very important because in our lives, we have family, we have extended family, we have workers, co workers, employees. And at some point in time, within our daily routine, we have to be that leader that influence the others around us. And how do we do that? Do we do that by just commanding them to do something? Many a times it doesn't work. But if you're to speak with them and communicate in a manner for them to understand clear directions for a single goal that needs to be achieved, then yes, you know that your communication skills are intact. But then you also need other skills. Management skills are also important. If you want to be successful leading, you have to first be able to master yourself, your mindset, and the discipline that you have over your own self. Discipline in the way you do things, in the way you speak to others. All these disciplines are important because as an influencer, persons are looking at you as how you conduct yourself. And when they can emulate that, you are now creating other great leaders. We're going to reflect on a few pointers of leadership. Creating an environment. You create the environment for communication purposes and understanding yourselves. What motivates that person? All these are important factors. Welcome, Samson. All these are important factors when you're creating a team. The team will have one specific goal, but each member of the team will have various tasks. And with you being able to communicate effectively with each person, then you are now having your team having one mindset to come to the one single goal. For instance, you're creating a marketing strategy to put out there for your company. You want it to be the best marketing that you are going to put out for your product for your company, or you might be pitching your company. You could be selling your business. You could be selling yourself, but it's how you market it. So you will get a team, and collectively, you all know your various posts, your positions, and what you're good at. The IT will be good at their stuff. And every single person, the person who's an artist will be good at their stuff. Every single person will know, well, I do the audio, I do the designing, I do. So every person creates their own departmental works that comes together to create that one single goal. And as the leader, with your effective communication, that is then going to be achieved. In gaining insight to what you want to achieve as a great leader, you first sit and you ponder on it. And as you ponder on it, you then come up with the strategies as how you would like it to look. You then come up with the feel, you come up with how others will view it. All of these you work on, and everyone then viewing and feeling what you're communicating to them makes it that much easier to achieve your goal. So as a leader, you carry a lot of responsibilities because you must be able to communicate so effectively that you're not misunderstood. Hi Dee, welcome. With regards to your skills, on day 2, we're going to go into a little bit more in depth. But for today, we're just going to be clarifying all the steps as a leader that you will need. And I'll go over that once again. First, you set out your goals. What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? How do you want to achieve it? What do you want it to look like? Which is your niche market? Who are you targeting? All these are aspects of your goal that you need to sit and consider. And then you come up with your goal, and then you speak with every individual in your team. Effective communication with your team is very, very vital. Being a leader, you have to be able to understand each and every single person's emotional state, what they think, how they think. You also have to be able to understand their feelings. You have to be able to know the actions that they're going to take as a leader. Hello, David. You're very welcome. Thank you for that. So, these are the various elements of leadership that we need to clarify as a leader when it comes to being a great leader. And like I said, it's not that you manage. A leader is an influencer. As much as the dictionary says a leader is someone who leads, you don't just lead. You influence, because you have a lot of influence over someone's emotional state. So I always say leadership is 80% psychological and 20% skills. The reason for this is, if you look at it realistically, you have your business. And many of you, with your business, you may come to a point where you're struggling and you're saying, due to COVID-19, I cannot scale. The economy, the environment where I'm at, the street, the location, you will find all the excuses why you cannot scale your business. But that is the 80%, because psychologically, you as a leader, you've created mind blocks. And these mind blocks is your sabotaging beliefs. And these sabotaging beliefs is what stops you from being able to see the clearer picture. So you have to break these sabotaging beliefs that you have to become a great, authentic leader. You must not be challenged by the circumstances around you. You should not be challenged by, I don't have enough money. The street location is not great. COVID-19 is stopping my business from flourishing. As a great leader, you sit and you ponder. And you're like, COVID-19 is here. I'm unable to do XYZ with my business. But what if? Because as a great leader, you always look at the what if. And so you start bounce off and you go on to the what if I do. And what many businesses now should be looking at is scaling their business through the wider web. Because if the customers are unable to come to you, you can now promote your services, your products, everything now on the wider web, and still get it out there to the public. Still scale your business. So all these are aspects of leadership where you remove the sabotaging beliefs that you have to elevate yourself. A lot of reading is important for all leaders. You read a lot. You be persistent and consistent with whatever task you're doing. Even with the discipline, self-discipline is very, very important for a leader. Because if you haven't got the self-discipline, how are the other leaders that you are developing to become greater than what they already are, how are they going to become great leaders if you're unable to discipline yourself so they can emulate that discipline from you? I'm going to leave you with some tasks for today. And if you can grab your pens and paper, because we're going to do a little mission statement. I'm going to give you a few questions, and these questions are going to help you to craft your own personal mission statement. What motivates you, and what brings you the greatest joy of satisfaction? What motivates you, and what brings you great joy and satisfaction? What does success look like to you? What unique role are you able to fulfill in another person's life? What unique role are you able to fulfill in another person's life? With these questions, they should enable you to be able to draft your personal statement. And your personal statement will then, once you've reread it, you'll be able to see what strengths you have that you can now influence in another person's life positively. There are lots of influences that we encounter on a daily basis, and not all of it is all positive. But being of service to another is a great way to lead authentically from your authentic self, because you're actually giving a service to another. And it's not for you to be fully gratified by it, but it's for the other person to gain support from the service that you provide. Tomorrow, we'll work a little bit more on clarifying your goals, and we will also talk a little bit more about your mission statement. I thank you all for watching this evening. Until tomorrow, please do like and share this video, and visit our website at www.theolivia.com, or visit our Facebook page at theoliviajoseph.com. Sometimes it's a mouthful for me, but yes. Thank you all very, very much, and see you tomorrow.